Good evening, everyone, for Final Fantasy Randomizer After Dark. I am Darkmoon EX. I am your host and your tracker tonight for the festivities. We are going to be joining up with our commentary team, Ale, Caleb, and Thunder, in just a moment. I hope everyone enjoys the show tonight. This is going to be a fantastic Fatal 4-Way. So if you guys are all ready to go, let us join the commentary team right now. Commentators, are you ready? Commentators, are you ready?
Yes.
Good evening.
Excellent. Then good evening to all of you, and take over right now for me.
Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. We got another special edition of the IRONGOL Heavy Metal Tournament, League, whatever you want to call it. We have our first ever Fatal 4-Way, and joining me in the booth are two very special guests. We have the once and former champion, Ale Markin, partner for Team Caleb.
Hello, everybody.
And we have knocking on the door for that new number one contender, Thundercloud. How you feeling?
Yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's enough to get me to the boiling point. What's up, everybody?
Right. Drinking coffee. It's going to be a good time. We got an exciting race. We got Ragnarock 784, the only ranked competitor here. We have Dengwoo, my old rival from the road to SG Live. We have Sawneyrath, one of the veterans, strongest runners here in the community. Real fun to see him race. Don't be confused by the Sawneyrath. And we got Guda 632, the commissioner himself. Guda McMahon is jumping in the ring here. Which one of these runners are going to give the old commish the Stone Cold Stunner?
I really like the idea that Dengwoo is going to run double thief right now.
Oh, okay. Let's look at these party comps. So this is open party. No draft here. We got a Thief Rainbow on Sawny. Got the Fighter Red Double Black, a safe speed and power party on Ragnarock. Dengwoo doing Dengwoo things.
I'm worried about Dengwoo already, not gonna lie.
That's a lot of speed and some power.
And Guda with the Black Belt Thief Double Red. I'm imagining the Thief is there for the first 10 levels, and then it'll be the Black Belt Double Red show.
More than likely. Unless Early Massa pops up, then that could change his comp.
True, then we could see Ninja Double Red. So, but not likely to see 4 Light Warriors up all the way through.
No.
And big shout outs to Darkmoon, last minute restreams here. Thank you for throwing this together in the 11th hour. This is going to be a fun one. Ale Markin, Ale, you want to talk about these flags?
So, I'm going to lovingly call them Dengwoo's Maybelline flags. Because a lot of the stuff that we've come to expect in these flags, it may be on tonight, it may be off tonight. We're not going to know until we get there. So some examples. We're all used to seeing the early item from Sarda. You know, in vanilla game, you've got to go through and kill the vampire and backtrack out. Usually in the randomizer, you can just go right to Sarda. We don't know what it's going to be tonight. It's in a tri-state setting, so it might be early, it might not be. Same thing for early Sage item from Crescent Lake. You might have to kill Lich. You might be able to go there and, mug the poor guys in the alley. You try them right off the bat. Same thing with early ordeals. You might need the crown, you might not. We're not going to know until our runners get there. And then the same thing with clamped mobs and clamped bosses too. They might be clamped at 100, they might not be.
Yes, I always like to tri-state early ordeals, and I like to see someone spicy enough to give it a go without a crown.
Right, yeah, it's really fun to see. So we'll see if any of our runners are, daring enough to make that gamble early on, depending on what.
Do we want to say one more thing real quick?
Sure.
There are going to be 9 loose items that are incentivized.
there are no incentivized dungeons, so everything's just in boxes. And we are looking at a shard hunt, I believe, correct? Oh no, this is traditional. You have to get the 4 orbs.
Yep.
But it is
But it
short
is-
Topher.
Correct. Short Topher with that alternate final boss, which really makes me worry about Dengwoo's plan, because a lot of those alt final bosses, you benefit a lot more from AoE than you do single target. So I'm curious to see how he makes this work.
And speaking of being afraid for Deng, he's also afraid, as he mentioned in the race room, that he's scared. But we're gonna get these runners going here. We're gonna see what's there so scary waiting for them. Are we hoping for early nuke? We hoping for a rub stun, dark, level 1 black?
Well, we're going to find out real soon.
First look at white magic.
Oh,
We
nice.
got cure 2.
Looks like we get cake.
You're welcome, Dengwoo.
Exactly.
Mute too, good. I'm glad someone picked up the mute. Guda likes to talk about mute being useful in the early game, and this is a situation where it could prove to be useful.
And we got
Something else we're seeing on the screen now currently is we have the random weapon and armor bonuses on.
Look at that chain. Chain 5 for 16 gold. That is real nice.
Oh yeah, that's gonna do a lot of work, especially for the big cheese himself, Guda. You know, he's got that double red mage party, so he's gonna have 2 chain 5s going on his comp.
yeah, so that's really good to see.
Guda testing the table a little bit. Oh no, he wants to get a level at least off some imps before he goes further. Not a bad idea since you only have cake to work with.
Cake will
I
get
have to cast that multiple times to get through just Topher and Garland if you're checking those boxes.
And hope for a house, I guess, because you don't want to have to walk all. Oh, we got rub wolves. That's gonna make the early game and those marsh and earth dives a little hairier, but not terrible.
Yeah, where that gets dangerous is those are one of the mobs you can see in those big packs fairly regularly, and if they get good turn order, that can really.
So Guda is gonna peek in here. Goes to the boxes.
Speaking of big packs of wolves,
Ooh, something I want to point out that's interesting to note about Topher and Cake. If you run across the zombie pack, for whatever reason, zombies are immune to Cake. So they won't be able to take on a zombie pack if it's unrunnable.
Guda finding a bridge and a Masa -4.
There's the Massa I talked about. -4 is still a good Massa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could go down to -5 and I'd still use that thing.
Definitely gonna give you some options here. So outside of the cake, which seems to be working across the board.
And get a cube from the king.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get Chime.
No, we get a rod. Even worse. I think the early level earth dive is always one of the scariest dives in the game.
Especially with those rub wolves, unless we find pro rings for sale and Provoke for pretty cheap.
With Cake and a Massa, you would definitely be tempted to go down and go for Lich.
Mm-hmm.
You know Dengwoo's already got that plan in mind.
Yeah, level 1 cake, all you gotta do is get to the bottom. Dengwoo's got the first 15 minutes of this seed plotted out in his head already.
Yeah, he's already got it. Guda's making quick legwork though, going to Provoca.
Yeah, good. The commish out to an early lead here.
He gets mohawked.
Yeah, I don't think he even saw any encounters from Canaria to Provoca.
And Dengwoo going the other way.
Wall in the white shop and Fog 2, not too bad. Nuke. Oh man.
Free seed is free.
Well, Massa, Nuke, what else do you want?
How about Stone Poison and Glare on
You get
Ogres?
both locks there too. That's good to pick up considering these bosses might be kind of bad.
We got the Canal and Matoya. Ogres with Stone Poison and Glare. And there's the wolves we don't want to see.
Pirates can be dangerous here. They're not safe, so he's going to take a safety save before going to Bic.
Dengwoo finds a ship in Dwarf Cave.
Lots of things picking up fast here.
Yep.
Ship, canal, bridge.
Going to get all that early progression so these runners can start going to other NPCs to get more progression checks to get access to that greater chest density out in the world for those loose items.
And it is open northern and southern progression, so there are docks at the two northern places, Anrak and Mirage. And then there's also the canal system is connected for Ice Cave Volcano and a walking path to the Dwarf Cave.
So bold strategy for Dengwoo going with the Legion of Doom strats, running the double thieves. It's an interesting play. I wonder how long that's gonna last. Not long. And Nuke's gonna make short work of Bicky's Pirates for Sawneyrath. We got more Chain 5 and Provoca. Nope, no sight of Pro
Copper
Rings
5.
yet.
Not bad for mages that don't have access to Chain 5. Or a thief.
I'm wondering what Dengwoo's going to be thinking once he sees Nuke and Provoca. If he's going to really want to try and grind out and hope for that tail early, get that early promotion going. Because that'll give him 3 Nuke casters, because everyone else has 2 on the board right now.
Yeah.
And 3 Nuke casters could be all you need with these flags. You cast Nuke 6 times, Chaos might die.
This is true. Alright, so early game checks, all of our runners sort of in lockstep, doing the same stuff. I wonder, are we going to break out the Inner Sea to Melmond and then come around to the bottom of Elfland, or are we going to check Elfland en route out?
I'm Guda. I'd go Melmond. Check all that stuff over there a little bit.
Yeah.
I think at this point, you do Earth Cave, even though it's scary.
Yeah, between Cake and Nuke, I can see that.
Definitely want to stock up on all the heal pots you can, though.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of money in the early game unless we sell that Opal Bonk.
I wonder if someone's going to make the Spicy Marsh Cave check.
I mean, with 9 loose, it's not a bad gamble. Especially
it's
with
not.
Second level Nuke.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, the other bonus to going to Melmond right away is we can at least translate that slab, so when we are airborne, we don't have to circle back to do that.
I would try. My personal preference will be to delay going to Marsh Cave until I could find Warp or Exit, maybe. I know in Earth Cave, at least I'm going to go all the way through and get out at the end.
Yeah, there's not a back door to the Marsh Cave, unfortunately. No Skyrim exit there.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing going for the Marsh play is if you go down there and there's nothing there, you can just reset out and just carry on. You're just losing a little bit of time diving the dungeon and walking there.
And we got Burt Reynolds in chat calling out what he would do. He said Melmond translate Crescent Lake bottom of Elfland. It's a solid play. Get you a couple key item checks. You might find a decent armor for sale.
Yeah, and then that'll let us see if the early Sage's flag got turned on or off on this particular.
Yeah, it's a solid
Ooh,
check.
and look what Dengwoo's doing right now.
Ooh.
I think Dengwoo is going to go to Earth Cave. This is his safety levels right here.
I mean, that's smart. He's going to get money here, too. So in case there is that item in Elfland or Crescent Lake for sale.
With Nuke and Massa, you should have no problem taking some Zombles or anything up here, really.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he hits the hero run of the encounter table.
Dang strats.
And now we're cooking steak.
Yeah. You got to cut it up into little pieces before you microwave it, though. It's going to cook a little bit quicker and a little more evenly that way. Otherwise, it's going to get cold in the middle.
Microwave twice doesn't do the job. Mazza goes down.
We're going to keep tenderizing and microwaving, and hopefully it makes a nice, tasty steak for us.
Good critical punch on ale there.
Comments from chat asking us about cooking steak in a microwave. Clearly, they've never been to Applebee's.
Oh, you took my joke.
Yes, would you like that well done or jerky?
Yeah.
But it sizzles when it comes out.
All right, so Guda gets our look here at Elfland, we got Lit 3 Quad X. I missed the level 3 magics as I was watching Dengwoo fight some steak.
Yeah. I also missed it. Looks like he's checking white throw, so.
There's
exit and life, but life not going to be on the reds. Nobody's getting it. I don't think anybody has a white. Oh, yes, Rag has white.
And it's only Sawney that has a white. He's rocking the Thief Rainbow.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Rag has a red. Well, Sawney can make a lot of good use out of that exit spell. Can get a little bit of a few minutes.
Run into the swamp.
It's a smart play. I mean, if there's something here, it's going to give him an advantage because not a lot of people are going to do this.
Like I said, with exit, this feels a lot better to do.
Question in chat: is Rag's top slot a thief or a fighter? That is a fighter. He's using the Cecil sprite. It looks like from Final Fantasy 4, the Dark Knight Cecil. And those rub wolves giving Ragnarock the bad feels.
Look at that beautiful Pro Ring -5. Silver -4. I think Copper 5 is better than Silver -4, so that's kind of bad.
But we do have level 3 temper at black.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Ribbon 1.
I hope we find ribbon 2 right away. I think that's the first. No, I think I've seen a ribbon 5, but yeah, usually it's a Ribbo -3 or Ribbo -2.
I saw a nice little Opal 5, Opal Bracelet 5 earlier today.
We got Invis 2 on Ragnarock's screen, a white 5. I missed the black 5 check. We got Gloves 3. It's pretty neat.
Guda thinks it's worth checking incentive box. Ooh, we found a house.
It's just 700 gold. So, question in chat: what do those numbers mean, Thunder, behind the weapons and armor?
Well, they are numbers that have math attached to them. That math off the top of my head, I think, is positive brings stats up. You know, if it says -3 or whatever, it brings stats down. But I think it's for weapons. What is it? 2 damage for every number. That's it's up by 3 hit percent and 1 crit.
That is
then
correct.
for the armor, it's 1 absorb, 1 evade. I don't know that one off the top of my head.
Yep, so armor is 1 absorb or 1 evade for everything but armor, like the main body armor. And for body armors, it's 2 for each of the stats.
Yep. And we have our resident nerd, Spellzap, in chat, telling us that is true.
You better put some respect on his name. That's the reigning champ right now, Thunderclaw.
Right now is the keywords. Thanks for adding those.
It's if I'm nothing if never technically correct. What a wild start we got here. We got 3 runners all making the cheeky marsh dive. Ragnarock the only one going to Earth.
An ice 3-stick.
And he gets the metal slimes on the Earth tile. Great information with that early nuke.
Yeah, you know what? I would bring a couple houses if I was him. Loot was in Marsh. Is that true? No, short Topher, you get the loot automatically.
Correct. Loot was free. But we are, chat pointing out, we have the auto sort inventory. This is a new flag developed by one of the principal developers, Meridian BC, where you don't really have to do the up and over, up and left, up and right to try to get to your heals as quickly as possible. You just got to go into your items and just click A, and there they are. Heal pots will always be in the first slot.
I like that ice 3-stick that people are picking up in Marsh, by the way.
I love that the auto sort inventory is a controversial flag choice in this community.
It really
Quality
is.
of life, never. I practice too hard at my menuing.
Yeah. It's like the old man doesn't want to give up his old ways. I did it the hard way. You should too.
Was that Guda down there in one of the locked or marsh rooms? Where did he?
No, he was in Marsh Top.
Ah, okay. I looked away and looked back, and I saw him in a room that looked like the bottom left one on the bottom floor of Marsh.
So, everyone but Ragnarock cleaning up the Marsh dive. getting rewarded with an ice 3 stick. Ragnarock's getting rewarded with levels here.
That ice 3 stick could be a very nice thing if you find a tile that the black belt can make use with it of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that and the ribbon, I think, are the only two big takeaways from Marsh Cave right now.
Yep.
Honestly, worth it, in my opinion.
I agree.
And
So at these low levels, you're not going to have a ton of charges for nuke, so having something infinite like the Ice 3 stick will do a lot of work.
And Rag loses a mini grind there on the slimes as that chain 5's nice,
Tail!
but it's not great. And a house. So that's a relatively free check. I would imagine most of our runners will get pretty soon. So the bigger questions are going to start coming for Guda. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Guda with the Black Belt Thief combo.
Okay. I just noticed that Rag's Red Mage doesn't match the dead sprite for the Red Mage, which is why I was confused why I thought it was a White Mage. Makes sense
Ragnarock's,
now.
he does his own thing.
He keeps you on your toes.
We love him for who he is, and who he is Ragnarock. As Guda gets the vampire in Melmond, that encounter rate back in the pool, we see the vampire once more.
Burt Reynolds in chat asking, is ribbon the most important thing to find in the game? No. The loot and the key are usually the most important.
Yeah, but with these flags, I love it's an ice 3+3.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's an ice 3+3 stick, as ghouls are going to trance and crack on the zombies, the wombo combo you don't want to see.
Crack and brack. Ooh.
Whoa!
They're just going to kill you. Quad X! Oh my gosh. These zombies.
Ribbon 1 putting in work. The undead punishing Dengwoo for his meme strats. Show
all those caked liches come back as zombies.
they show Dengwoo their own meme strats. Crack is whack, kids. Don't push the crack. Alright.
White 4 has Cure 4. Ooh, and Life 2. And they're both... Well, Life 2 can be promotion Red Mage. You can get that, so that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cure 4 is only White Mage.
So, top floor of Earth had the tail, but is not playing nice with Ragnarock, and he's got a ways to go here. I would imagine he'll probably take advantage of that hero run and try to sail to Crescent Lake to pick up his party.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'd be going west to Crescent Lake or if he's going to go the safe route and head back to Canaria. I'm not sure what his plan is right now with that solo Red Mage.
Well, one of the things that we can do on this very special edition of the Fatal 4-Way, we have 3 of our runners sitting in private commentary booths, so we can go grab them and bring them up here at any time. Do you guys want to talk to Dengwoo about the revenge of those liches?
No.
Okay. Just leave him down there then.
Let him simmer. Maybe we can talk to him when he gets out of Marsh Cave. Ask him how it went.
Yeah, and he's getting Dangbat, so this is the seed where the Dang strats strike back. As Guda's going to come into Earth and get rewarded with that tail and have to make a difficult life decision here, because he's going to want to promote for that life too.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it for the Life 2.
But do you feel comfortable with Thief Double Red this early in the game?
By level 8 or so, I would, yes. Before level 8, it's pretty sketchy.
I think, and one of the flags we may have overlooked, is MDEF growth is inverted with these flags that Dengwoo has cooked up for us for tonight. So I think for Guda, with him seeing, and please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think with him seeing that tail early, I think he's going to try and promote ASA.
That's fair. That's a valid point. Got gold bracelets -4.
Wow, the bracelets are not playing nice except for that copper.
Yikes. We got level 6 white magic, heal 2 red wizard learnable, fast red wizard learnable. Very important.
All right, let's see what these old men give. I bet it's going to be a 7th one. That's 2.
How will he know?
4,
It's
I bet we're
dry.
not going to see it.
6, 7, 8. Is it off?
We got 2 to go.
Tri-State Crescent Lake, boys and girls.
Well, time to go back for that Lich kill. That's a solid save right there by Sawney.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
reset was well played. Well played.
Yeah,
Veteran
that's definitely
move.
taking advantage of that hero run.
There's
That
no
is
hero
definitely
run
a
sweeter
veteran
than a reset.
Took his run all the way to Crescent Lake. Didn't have to use any camping gear on the way there.
And now he knows that he has to kill this Lich, and he'll be rewarded with that tail. And he knows that he's going to want to promote immediately too.
So it looks like objective NPC shuffle is also on as we get a glimpse of Bahamut and Elfland Castle.
Oh, then we have the
that would
tail.
be interesting.
Oh. That is sail right over there. If you're Rag has the tail. Is he going to know to check that though?
I'm not sure anyone's checked it yet. I think Dengwoo is the only one I've seen on stream go in there and check it. I don't know if anyone's realized that.
Rag could
That
get that
shuffle
life
flag.
2 right now if he goes in there and knows to check that.
Well, let's see.
Doesn't look like he knows.
Oh,
Once he goes to turn into Slab, I'd imagine he would know. Unless was Slab Un.
Slab was Un.
Oh no.
So Elf. Oh,
So
Ragnarock.
it just flip flop behind. Oh wait, what?
Ooh, there
it
it is.
is.
Ragnarock got it.
Now, does he know that Life 2 is learnable? Because that slot is one of the, I think, least known promotion magic permission slots that people don't know. So I don't know if he's familiar with the game enough to know that that's a Red Wizard learnable slot.
Looks like he might be.
Right?
Depends where he goes in Elfland here.
I think he knows. Look at him. He knows.
And that's so if you're out there watching this, you're watching this on YouTube. Ragnarock joined this community.
Wait, he didn't realize his Red Wizard was in the 3rd slot? Oh, he goes back. No, he checked the 1st and 2nd slot. Ooh, Oxio and Earth Cave, by the way.
Ragnarock's been in this community for about 4 months now, so learning a lot. Showing there's still some things all of us can still learn, but
That hurts because he didn't check the Red Wizard. He checked whatever his second slot is.
yeah, which is the dead or the. This is a 2nd Black Mage.
I was about to be very proud of him.
Go back, Ragnarock. Go
Good.
back.
Realize your mistake.
Oh boy.
I'm wondering what his plan is for his Red Mage, because I think the only spell he's put on it so far is Exit. Like, he hasn't even gotten Nuke on the Red Mage quite yet.
I think that was the Knight.
Yeah, the Knight
was it
has
Knight?
Exit.
Okay.
He's definitely rocking the Nuke on the red.
So with Oxio being found inside of the Earth Cave, we might have to use that to get wherever the next regression item is.
Yeah, we might, with the way these flags are rolled, we might see floaterless too. We still got to check we will have to find the canoe because we got to get to the waterfall. And we got to get
Another Masmin -4. It's almost like that race we had, Caleb.
Yeah, just the wrong variation of the Masa. I think we had Masa 4. Positive
Actually,
4.
I don't remember.
It's an out-of-the-way box for it to be in, too. I wonder if our other runners are going to find that 2nd Masa.
Guda not taking advantage of NPC Guillotine. Ooh, his Thief's about to bite the dust? Nope. Maybe? Yep. Silver 5 glove. That's good. That's good defense for the post-promotion Red Wizard.
Mm-hmm. Even
I'm a little worried about Guda's dive. He just ran out of heal pots. And he's still got 2 floors to go before Lich.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got exit. He's got 2 Masas.
Yeah. He shouldn't have a problem killing, but will he have the HP at the end?
And here comes Rag's Metal Slime Grind. And Dengwoo with the two stoned thieves.
Has he...
Two-man party.
Guda, just move the masses, man. Using some fairly valuable spell charges on one troll. Oh, and he's not checking top. Ooh, I don't like this with how many loose items there are.
And do we have a better trap treasure on?
Double check.
I don't think we do.
He's not
We do
checking
not.
anything on Earth 4.
Yeah, that could bite him. I'm sure other runners will check it, so we'll find out soon enough. He's gonna go nuke strats, right? Or is it cake? Oh, it's cake.
Well, it's nuke and cake.
Oh.
We're hedging our bets here. And cake fails. Nuke does about 200. Second nuke comes out.
There it is.
372. More than enough, but not enough to tell us if Lich was clamped or not.
Yeah, no, that was hard to tell with how much damage he did.
Yeah, we did well over vanilla HP.
Sawney hot in the heels picks up his Oxio. Is he gonna get that Mesmin right now? He is?
Yeah, Sawney's nothing if not thorough. So he will probably check boxes until he hits go mode, especially being rewarded like that.
I would be the same way in this situation. I would check every box I had to find my go mode items.
Yep, and with these flags, we're still looking for a chime and a canoe. And otherwise, we're in go mode because we got
Right,
the
'cause
rod.
we won't need the key, and we already have a loot given to us. Quote unquote, might not need the key.
Yeah.
There's a small chance what we need is behind a key door.
Oh, that dream is alive. The TFC chime, I guess, would be about it.
You could find something down in Marsh Cave, Canaria.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
toxic Arsahags. That could be bad, considering it looks like we're gonna have to go to Unrack right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to make your sea dive a little bit dangerous.
Have we found pro rings for sale yet?
Well, we did. They were Pro Wing -5, but they're fairly pricey, I think, in Elfland. About 16K?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Rag's
Maybe
still
we won't
working.
see them, right?
No, we're gonna see them.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the dream for everybody who does do that early sea shrine dive without a pro.
Dengwoo? Oh, you go ahead, Caleb.
Gets his early promotion, finds that the HR office has moved. It's no longer on the 5th floor.
Upgrades from an opal or a copper -3 to an opal -4.
Yeah, I think that's technically an improvement. I think we're okay
I don't think
there.
the copper -3 even gave more than one absorb, so it's gotta be.
And let's take a look at Ragnarock's levels here. He's
Now,
been here for a few minutes now.
I trust that Dengwoo realizes that. Oh wait, he doesn't have red wizards. Never mind.
Nope.
Nobody's got the ninjas now, so I'm wondering if he's going to use some
Better
soft
pick up
potions on them and, yeah, go pick up nuke on those.
We'll pick up Nuke Dengwoo.
He can pick up cake on them too.
2 for 2 disappointment on Elfland trips post promotion.
All right, Sawney, checking top of Earth 4. We got a little bit of money, a little bit more money. Opal
Nothing.
glove -4. It's fine. Something to sell later.
I'm
So-
really hoping these 3 in the bottom have something.
I mean, I kind of like Guda's play not to check it, just because looking at it, we've already found, I think, technically 5 or 6 loose items in a pool of 9. And the 6 may have been that ribbon that was in Marsh, we'll never probably know.
And if you math out possibilities, you could find a chime in Onrak, which would mean that you'd find a floater in Sky or a canoe, which means there's really only one other one you need.
It's a strong, educated guess. You know, we still have the volcano to check. We still have potentially all of ice, all of ordeals. There's a lot of boxes still in the world, and
Money.
And it looks like Guda made the right call not to go to the box check.
mitigated risk.
And I know in the back of his mind, he's going to worry about that the whole rest of the time he's looking for items.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, the commish in the lead with the early Earth Orb doing his Crescent Lake checks as Sawneyrath already checked Crescent Lake and is about to nuke down Lich. Give us a little bit better look here. 144, 336. So Lich is over 100%. Still kind of hard to tell if he were clamped or not.
Definitely did not wrap his HP.
Yeah.
No, Big G's picking up some of those gold -4 bracelets for his crew.
It looks like Dang's going to two-man grind right now.
Yep. You got grinds on the top half, Lich kills on the bottom.
Maybe
Guda
not.
having killed Lich is going to be able to make this check and actually find. He's not going to know that this was tri-stated on.
I like it. I like that he didn't come here first.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have played it the same way. Ooh, a silver 5 sword.
That's pretty nice.
That is really
all.
nice.
That's almost like Sun Sword level.
Yeah. I was thinking it had to be at least ice level, right? I don't know. I don't know what the damage differential is, to be honest.
But I don't know why you bought them. Okay, move the monsters.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. The commish showing us how it's done.
He lacks damage on all.
Yeah.
It's
Gonna
fast. And he's not going to be able to get it until he promotes.
So it looks like vanilla. Silver swords have 23 damage. The Sun Sword has 32. So yeah, that silver +5 puts it right over Sun Sword level.
Wow,
Oh,
what a
nice.
great buy.
Yeah. Oh no, we know. Sonny did the full check and talked to all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, early sages is off. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for keeping us checked in, though.
All right. Dengwoo looks like he's finished his grind and is gonna clear out the rest of Earth, get his Lich kill as Rag is still going, level 21 now. How high is too high?
I'd say he's getting right there where I would stop if I was going with Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think him keep fishing or for him to continue fishing for key items is going to do a lot because each key item is only give you 5% more XP. So unless you do your grind at the very tail end, it's not going to be a huge amount of time saved.
Yep. And there's
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't grind a Fighter, but maybe it'll work for his favor.
well, it's also getting him a lot of charges for his red mage.
Mm-hmm. It'll
So-
definitely get him, make the rest of the game a breeze, I think.
Yeah. So he spent about 10 minutes here doing this grind because we had a couple wipes here, but it should pay out for him. Especially
Yeah,
since he's got a house in his inventory too, so you can just exit out, drop the house, and run down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting him to do, just run out of his charges and then carry on.
How much
And-
absorb does a gold -4 actually give?
28? No. 22? No. 20?
Let's see, a gold default is 24.
The 20.
Well, it's a body armor, so you got to double the value, so it's -8. So gold -4 is going to give you 16.
Oh, I thought the
So-
body armor meant the.
So a chain 5 should be better than a gold -4, right? Because that's 18, isn't it? No.
A chain is 15.
So it'd be 10 more, 25. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he kind of made a little misplay there, putting the gold on his red mage, but you know,
So-
The
whatever.
only thing going for him is your evasion is going to be yeah. I mean, I think You're right. I think chain is going to be across the board better at +5 compared to the gold mine.
And Guda takes his promotion paperwork down to Bahamut in the basement of Elfland and gets promoted.
There's a lot of negative gear on Sawney's. Oh, he put the gloves 3 on. Good call on his ninja.
All right, I missed what Adamant turned into, so I'm glad we're going to get a second look at it here.
I'm checking. I see.
I'm going to guess crown, maybe, if that's where Guda's heading to.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the tracker lit up. Can't tell.
It's the herb. Crown to herb. It's a good thing we're headed back that way anyway. And it looks like Ragnarock had a run-in either with the Brecht zombies or the stone poison ogres.
We're gonna need a floater to turn in that herb, aren't we?
Yes,
Yep.
we are. Dr. Shuffle is real.
So it feels like at this point progression is going to be down in Sea Shrine.
Definitely does. What do you think? A canoe?
Yeah.
I always like finding a canoe in the Sea Shrine.
True. We haven't seen vendor item either, though, so unless the vendor item shows up in on-rack.
Yeah, we could have vendor TNT or crystal.
Or chime.
Yeah. If it's chime, we're go mode. I mean, I think that's the dream.
Oh, that would be dream. That'd be a pretty quick go mode.
Yeah.
Floaterless go mode for sure.
And there wouldn't be much reason to go digging for floater either. We got promotion. We got access to the first 6 levels of magic.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
honestly, if that happens, I think Rag's play will pay out really well.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is going to be very low level if we find our last Gomo item really quick here.
Now, will he have the knowledge to know that he's in go mode right away?
Ooh,
Oh,
it
no,
looks like
the
Elf Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, Elf Doctor is actually where Un is. So Un is going to need a floater.
Okay. Okay. I thought when it's been pretty difficult to keep track of. I thought when we walked over to the graveyard before that we saw Un and we did a slab translate.
Yeah. I think we all saw the same thing.
Dr. Shuffle is one of those flags that I haven't played with since the co-op tourney last summer. Definitely throws off routing. And
Sawney finds out, hey, Sawney has a tail. Is he going to remember he has a tail? Or is he choosing not to go promote? Nope, he's going to promote.
yeah, I don't know why he would choose not to promote with the Thief Rainbow.
And invert and def anyways.
Yeah, time to...
And he rocks a grand total of -11 in his gear on his ninja.
Does that wrap overflow go backwards?
Ooh. Oh my,
Does the overflow become an underflow?
Buy a cloth 3 and let's find out. Cloth -3.
Fight
Wow,
crack
that could be
do
spicy if
10
that
hits,
was
10
true.
damage.
I'm gonna have to test that.
Oh, it doesn't underflow, according to chat.
That's a shame.
So it's been, what, coming up on 40 minutes now. Do we want to start do we want to grab somebody, bring them in here, ask them what their thoughts
Yeah.
are so far and what they're playing?
Let's talk. We can't talk to Ragnarock. I was going to ask him about his grind. Who do we want to talk to? We'll grab them all, but what order do we want to talk to them in?
Oh, let's do Dengwoo while he's fighting Lich.
Okay.
Ask him why he's leaving those poor little ninjas stoned.
Hey, Dengwoo.
Oh, hi there, everybody.
So, level 1 cake. How good
Uh-huh.
do you feel?
Amazing. Like, I knew that Ale rolled this seed just for me.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
but
did
then,
slip FFR bought about $5 before I hit the button, so
But then that last check Matoya's though, that felt amazing.
Oh, yeah. So talk to us about these stone ninjas. You gonna bring them back up to get more cake? Are you committed
Possibly.
to the duo here, the tag team?
It depends. I'm thinking about it because I've gotten some decent levels already. So I'm thinking about once I reach like maybe 23, 24, I'll revive them for the added run chance.
All right, let's see what. Oh, first turn cake. All right. Dengwoo, your hubris is too big. I'm putting you back in your room.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa. I want to ask Deng one thing real quick.
Okay.
So, Deng,
Okay.
you ran into some zombies in Marsh Cave.
Uh huh.
What did you think about their script?
Can I? Is it rated R or rated PG? In what I want to say right now, because fuck that shit.
I would like to think of them as the returned souls of all the liches you have caked into previous existences.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah,
And it feels really bad not having anything on my knight right now. So like any instant death spells are just killing them. Where am I going right now? I don't even know. All right, we're going this way.
All right, and you're going back into your private booth.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
All right. So we got.
I
Guda's
want to
back
point
in
out
the
that
cave, is he?
we found the TNT in Titan's Trove as soon as we brought Deng up.
Oh, so let's talk to Sawney about his routing and how he feels about all these loose items everywhere. Hey, Sawneyrath.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Not bad at all. Obtaining information, which is really, really nice.
I was gonna say, how do you feel like? I feel like everywhere you go, you're finding a loose item.
Yeah, it's definitely felt like that.
How are you? Keep going.
I was gonna say, I feel like I want to ask you: Are you trying to win the negative stats race on the ninja too? Because a lot of armor you have on him is minus right now.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of the armor I have has negative stat modifiers on it. Mosmune being -3, I think it was, or -4. I don't remember which off the top of my head right now. Yeah, that sucks, but even still, it's not something that's going to be completely detrimental, especially with how early it was obtained in the game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the negative fire shield kind of sucks. Negative gold bracelets, I debated whether to keep copper bracelets that were a high positive modifier versus actually sticking with the gold bracelets, which I would normally do anyway. So that's something that's going to be lingering in my mind for a little bit. And I'm going to be even farther in the negative stat race with, the pro rings being -5s.
Yeah.
So they're only going to have 3 absorb, which kind of sucks, but not the
I'd
end of
love
the
for
world.
you to flash a -20 on your armor screen for us at some point.
We did get confirmation that stats don't underflow. So unfortunately, yeah, that would have been real neat. But we'll let you get back to it. Where are you headed to after you do this TNT check?
Gonna head towards the sea.
Well, Godspeed, Sawneyrath.
Appreciate it.
All right.
So while we had Sonny in the booth, Dengwoo picked up the vendor key from Onrak.
I saw that.
So
I saw it, and
Canoe
that
is
makes me
going to be somewhere in sea.
makes me really hope they have to go back to Marsh Cave.
Yeah. Could be Marsh Cave, could be Canaria Lock, could be somewhere in the Sea Shrine. Maybe we get the TFC.
Ooh, did you see what Deng or Sonny just got for the TNT?
I did. So that's almost bad news because now he has so many more places to go. He said he's still going to go to sea, so I think he's still going to go slam into the Onrak continent, but he's going to be able to do the waterfall. So if it's waterfall with Robot with the chime, ooh, that's some value right there. Because where did they get the ruby from?
Ruby came from the herb.
Oh,
Okay, so
which came from
spicy.
Crown.
Spicy. Let's go talk to. I'm gonna go talk to the commission, see if we can get his thoughts about this Earth redive.
Oh no.
Quick word in. Ragnarock's doing this circle of sages trying to figure out which one's got the item for him.
All right, Guda, the commish. How you feeling, man? Racing in your is this your first race?
This is my first race. I got to do comms for the original, the OG, and then I've just been busy doing commish stuff and life since then. So I finally got a chance.
So
And
we have
Wrigglypuff has been avoiding me, so there's that.
Ooh, shots fired, Wrigglypuff. So we have, when these races are going to be restreamed on Speed Gaming Live, we have a very cool intro graphic that we'll be seeing in the pre-race that's developed by our very own Duckling Supreme Groggy Dog. And in it has portraits for our runners. And Guda, you need to have your portrait be Vince McMahon, like with like an NPC sprite head or something, but
That would be sweet. I probably should do that. That would be amazing.
and if you could get it like the GIF where he's just kind of like bounding down the ramp,
Oh God, just
because I feel like that's you coming back into this Earth cave right now. You're just bounding down the rod block.
oh, I'm so pissed. There's nothing here. I'm like,
no.
I can't orphan that many chests when there are 9 loose items.
And you got the
Yeah, we
Legion.
were.
And
The
And you were
Legion.
wondering what your thoughts were when you were blazing through Earth 4 earlier with just the 2 red mages alone.
Well, earlier when I was blazing through with 2 red mages, I said, I can't run from anything. I have a limited number of nukes, and I already used up my cake luck. So I decided that I had to orphan those chests, because if I didn't, I was probably going to die, and then I'd have to redo the whole thing.
Well, we saw you getting hackled there by the dang nation. And that,
Oh, the bats were just awful. Just awful. Almost as awful as this freaking stone poison, man. Where did this come from all of a sudden?
What a world, man.
So, I feel like I had some really, really good luck going through Earth Cave the first time, and then when I came back in, I was like, oh, there's stone poison. Oh, there's a whole bunch of other just awful, awful stuff. I'm like, maybe I used up all my luck in Earth Cave.
Well, best of luck to you with the rest of this. Where are you headed to next, man?
The only place I can go, which is the Oxyale Onrak dungeon.
All
'Cause
right,
I
man.
don't have a canoe, so I'm in search for the canoe, and I'm in search for a float boat.
Well, Godspeed, buddy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Now get out of here, you bum. No. All right. So,
I'm not sure what happened. I thought we had Ragnarock with his Earth Orb lit, but it looks like he did the roundabout earlier, right before we pulled Guda in, and he realizes or figured out that early Sages was off, so he's back down into Earth to go through and get his loose Oxyale and kill him a Lich to go pick up that item from the Sage.
so you lose a little bit of time, but not a whole lot.
so Guda does not have the canoe, and he's coming up here just like Dengwoo.
Yeah,
But also coming up to Onrak is Sawney, who does have a canoe.
yeah.
Ooh, another ribbon.
Don't be fooled by that ribbon 1. It's really ribbon 2. And Rag skip that. Did he already grab the second Masa? I don't think he did, because he picked up. Ooh, Excalibur 5.
Ooh, Excal 5 is nice.
Yeah, that's the one you want right there.
That's 5 extra crit on the Excal, which
And
is usually the reason why you don't use it, is because it doesn't have much crit.
speak his name and he shall appear. Wrigglypuff joining us in chat, calling me out because I couldn't race him tonight, but had time to do comms. Well, I didn't know I had time to do comms tonight, Greg. I'm drinking coffee, bud. This was not in my original schedule for the night.
Not only did I slip FFR about $5 to roll the seat, I also slipped Caleb a 20 spot to jump in and do commentary with us.
The guilt trip race crew is a thing. We were all guilted into doing this for our fatal 4-way. As chat, Tiernex is in there, did his first Iron Goal match in chat, talking about a 1 hour short Topher to start your week off in. We have short Topher on these flags with an alternate final boss. What do you guys think would be the most inopportune alternate final boss for our runners to see with their various party comps?
Well, to be honest, with 2 nuke casters at least for every runner, most of them are going to be pretty tame.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Tia carry comp might be the worst of it, maybe? But usually that one's even not that bad.
Yeah, I was thinking even with the new casters, I'm thinking the Warmech Evilmen comp could do some work on our guys. Because at this point, we still haven't been able to determine if bosses and enemies are clamped or not.
Mm-hmm.
Undead could be bad. Phantoms always hurt.
But Thunder, I'll remind you of our Iron Goal match when we had that Garland and Friends. That was arguably the nastiest Garland and Friends ever seen.
That's definitely the worst Garlands I was ever witness to.
It also didn't help that we rolled, the seed rolled us black belt double white.
And you had to punch your way through every Garland.
Gosh, I let the cat out the bag, Ale. I let Danny 383 know that guilt trips work on us.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I like what Sawney's doing.
He finds a saber sword from the robot.
Oh, man. That's good, but it's not what he wants to see.
Just a regular old ice sword for Dengwoo. It's fine.
He did find a second Ice 3 stick.
Oh, that's real good. That's really helpful if he runs into those waters down here. I love how we got Darren Dries now in chat, who Tyrannex's opponent from their Iron Goal match today, and he comes in bounded down the door. Where's Woat?
That's always a good sign.
I think we see Darren Dries' next challenge foreshadowed. So, Guda coming out of C, gonna stock up, come back in. Dengwoo back in, looks like he's going crack inside. Sawneyrath buying the key, or no, just getting some more heal pots. He's already got the key.
Yeah, it looks like Dengwoo and Guda are holding hands pretty well right now.
And Ragnarock skipping the adamant check to get the crown, to get the herb, to get the TNT, to go.
Get the saber sword.
To get the canoe, to get the saber sword, yeah. But
you know,
we need the canoe to get access to carry, so.
And ordeals might still have what is needed, so.
Mm-hmm.
Another XCal 5.
Any of the flags that anyone in chat or anyone watching this VOD later has issue with can direct them all to Dengwoo.
I do like that the Arsahag pack is runnable in this flag set.
That is nice. That happened to me the other. Oh,
They're still gonna throw toxics and rubs out.
they're gonna. Do we have the fixed battle RNG on at least? So this is 2 and 256.
They're really fixed.
All right.
Yes, that is on.
Okay, so it's gonna be a little less likely to get toxic through a ribbon. Also gonna make those dang strats a little bit tougher.
I hate to say it, but that canoe is starting to look very required. Dengwoo only has a couple more boxes to open to find something good here.
Oh yeah, canoe is definitely required. It was just because we got to get the carry. So
Oh yeah, you had to get the canoe to use the floater anyways, if you did get floater in
Speaking
here.
of
Hey,
which-
look what just popped up.
And I don't believe we have extended open on.
We do not, so
That
you'll
is
have
correct.
to find a canoe.
Yeah. So Sony, once he goes Kraken side, will get his floater, will be airborne, and ostensibly have a 10 to 15 minute lead.
We
Third
just found our
Mothman.
third Mazmoon.
But
You know,
unfortunately,
it says -4 because there's 4 out there.
yeah, just like Ribbon 1, there's at least one out there. There's
It's
two.
like the old school trick. You release 3 pigs in the school, and you put capes on them. One says 1, the other one says 2, the other one says 4.
And we got all the salt in chat right now. Bert demanding that the fixed RG flag is awful. He wants to bane chaos. Well, what if I told you that you still could? And if anything, it's going to make it more impressive to do so now, Bert. In the words of all those that came before me, have you tried getting good?
I think Dengwoo's taking the scenic route to Kraken.
And that's standard Deng operating procedure.
So with X-Scout 5 and 3 Mazmoons, do you need anything else?
That level 6 fast would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I think Deng will be looking for might be like a Katana 5 if we see one of those. But aside from that, no, not really.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Katana pop up yet. Don't know what that number modifier will be. Oh, it's second X-Scout 5. There you go.
Short sword 4, that's cool. It probably makes it like an ice sword.
That's neat.
Guda's gonna get his floater before Canoe. It's not gonna feel great for him.
I mean, it's not a terrible situation, though, because by finding his floater first, he realizes his only other check is going to be backtrack and turn in that TNT.
Yeah.
So at least it cuts out a lot of checks for him out of them.
Yeah. And it's just unfortunate for Sawneyrath that everybody's going to get that floater too, and he's just going to be the first one in the air, but it's not like the floater was Canoe locked. To kind of put him a little farther ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But Dengwoo, our first runner to Kraken. Although Dengwoo is also our only runner that has not downed Lich. So has not gotten his adamant to even begin the quest to get the canoe. So has even fewer options. He knows what he needs to do after this.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Dengwoo's even swung by Crescent like to try and talk to the old guys yet either, so.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Deng throws Banes out here. Or throws a Bane.
Oh, we got Fiend Shuffle, so we got lucky that Lich was down there in Earth.
Ooh. Good call. Could have been nasty.
So this is a flag set that Dengwoo probably has the... Well, this flag option is a flag that Dengwoo probably has the most experience running, as Fiend Shuffle was something that he and I dealt with all through the road to SG Live. And we have at least 20 races under, or close to 20 races under our belt with that flag, so...
Yeah, and Bert just called it in chat, unless we both missed a swing, because he only hit him for 400 and some change damage, and Tiamat went down, so looks like bosses are not clamped tonight.
Ooh, that could make it any boss situation pretty easy to handle.
I was
So
assuming
for
there was,
ultimate final boss.
there was an instant kill at play there, with it being Deng.
Yeah, kind of disappointed.
Unless they overflowed. They
Not
were
sure how that works with
constantly-
HP, to be honest.
True. Yeah, I don't think they could overflow with only 250%. Chat calling out what's up with the text on Ragnarock. It's not just Ragnarock screen. We're playing with an experimental flag on the beta site with random weapon and armor bonuses. So your weapons could be stronger, they could be weaker. Your armor could be stronger, it could be weaker. It's a lot of fun to play with. can end up with a Masamune -4 and an X-Cal +5. And it's like, I don't know which sword I want to use because I don't know which one's better anymore. Because what's the difference between the crit rate on the X-Cal and the Masa and vanilla?
Enough to where a +5 X-Cal beats the -4 Mazza, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Would a +5 X-Cal get it to vanilla Masa levels?
I would have to pull up a weapon chart, be honest, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what fixes the rando has in, but if you're just going by the vanilla numbers, then yeah, absolutely get it there. The only thing of the X-Cal will be missing over a Masa +0 would just be the hit percentage. But that Masa being -4 kind of evens that out, puts it a little bit in the X-Cal's favor.
Okay. How about a wooden helmet +2?
You're looking at an iron helmet, maybe? Or silver, probably.
Alright, Dengwoo. Gonna go talk to some old men and get some bad news. His floater's no good here. He's got some work to do still.
He does have 2 orbs lit. Unless I just saw double on his screen when he popped that up.
Okay. Here I am.
Dengwoo's in a good spot then if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. This dang strat's paying off.
He's making me a believer, that's for sure.
Can't pick up fast right now.
That's solid routing on his part.
Yeah, because as long as he follows that fetch quest chain, granted, yeah, it's 4 or 5 items to go, but he'll turn into that canoe and he can pop in the air, and I think we'll have a lot of our runners getting airborne almost simultaneously, I would guess, at this point.
He walked past the old men cluster in the front where we know the adamant is.
Dang to the back.
And
he's a counterclockwise kind of guy.
He had to exit out because there were 2 old men blocking his path south. It looked like they were both getting ready to walk down into the trees.
Harsh the hack,
Bert's trying to say
Ragnarock some trouble.
I think Bert's still trying to insult your skill level here, Caleb, in chat.
People like to do that. That's fine. It's all good.
See, Caleb's just thinking ahead to the next spring tournament where he's trying to go in under the radar.
Yeah, you guys are on that 2020 spring tournament. I'm already thinking about 2024. Let's go. When I'm running around in the randomizer with Link sprites.
It's all mind games. You know, we got Team Caleb here doing commentary, and you know, we're both trying to get into our opponents' heads. I mean, you've got your summer/winter home in what Fizzle and Dengwoo's heads respectively. You know, I'm trying to look bad against Spellzap in my champion match last night. Yeah, I think that'll just, you know, work in our favor when we go up against Spellzap and Danny for the championship belt here soon, hopefully.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's important. Mind games are important. Especially in the in a 1v1 setting where spring tournament's going to be. And Bert, I'd love to see in spring tournament 2020 show you what Dengwoo was dealing with for 6 months basically. We just have to sit in voice chat while we're racing.
Look what Dengwoo's going to get to check that no one else has checked yet.
Ooh. Opal +2, that's real good.
That is real good.
That's
I think that trumps the chain +5.
Yeah. That's
I like it. I like the movement of the chain 5 down.
And he's putting those hard wooden hats on the ninjas. Gonna get a
Higher
little bit of money.
-2.
If that's a black shirt, that still might be worth putting on. Opal +1's real good too. So you give that.
Definitely gives you time resistance, but it's not a black shirt.
Oh. And that doesn't cast fire -2.
Does that underflow?
You don't need that item magic. It's not a fire 2 shirt.
I wonder how that would work with Spellcrafter. It underflows down to like fire 8.
And Sawney gonna do the spicy unincentivized ordeals check. This could be brilliant. Could be a minute or two time loss here, depending on how nasty this pillar shuffle is.
It's a bold strategy, Caleb.
The odds are not in his favor with Canoe and Floater both being readily available right now, I think.
Well,
yeah, because with
Rando.
Thank you, Dark Moon. But yeah, I agree. I think this is I think it's a gamble if it pays out with maybe the chime. I think that's the only thing out of here that puts him ahead in this scenario. Because I think with Floater being in Sea Shrine, we've seen 7 of the 9 loose items.
Dang is being thorough as always, checking every key lock he can.
Mm-hmm.
Mud goals with Fire 3.
See, even Darkmoon's trying to come after my reputation in chat. I see you all. I see you all, and I will see you all in Spring Tournament 2020.
Good against his Canoe.
As I hope to see everyone out there that's watching this on YouTube and watching this right now on Twitch, I hope to see all of you sign up for Spring Tournament 2020. We got signups open for another 3 weeks. They close March 15th at midnight Pacific time. So be sure to get in there and sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are almost at the threshold for requiring 6 weeks of Swiss. So it's going to be a first. We're looking at possibly the largest grouping for a spring tournament in Final Fantasy Randomizer. So hope to see you all out there. Some folks take it super serious and get into the competition, and that's all right. Some folks just are there to have fun. And
whew, look at Big Cheese.
Guda gets a crystal. That's neat.
So that puts us at, I think, 8 loose items potentially.
Did I just see another ribbon? No, I didn't. Okay. I was watching Sony. Oh, yeah,
you did actually. You called it before you got there.
Oh,
and
there's
a fourth Masa. Look at
too. See, told you these things were in the seed.
So that's value right there. That makes this dive worth it, regardless of what's in this box here.
Ooh, -4 gold.
I mean, yeah, might have cost him a couple minutes, but I think that ribbon is going to definitely, hopefully, pay dividends for him, because I don't think we've seen Wall quite yet. No, we did. I'm sorry. Wall was level.
That saber sword's awfully close to being an actual saber. that could trip me up in my menu if I'm dropping items.
Imagine if it was a saber +3 sword. All right. Guda's going to clean up his Canary Lock checks. Dengwoo's going to clean up his. Get the. He did the adamant, so he should have the crown. So this again will just be routed a little bit better by Dengwoo than the commish, being able to kill Astos and check, and get that free crystal all in one swoop. As Toxic coming out is going to be a problem for almost everybody but Sawny with the triple ribbons. So
Guda doing some more key lock checks here.
Maybe hoping to find that 5th Masa -4. Sawny picking up his floater, getting in the air at the hour and 7.5 minutes.
yeah, it's going to feel pretty good. He's got the bottle. He knows he knows where Slab is and Bahamut Slayer, so he'll be able to get the Lefane check, and between those 2 checks, that should get him go mode. It's not, or the crystal is chime, and we're spinning our wheels here for Sawneyrath, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because at this point, as soon as the runners find the chime, I think everyone's almost in the same boat, and chime is really all they need to just put the gas.
Gets a slow one. So, the loose hunt's still on. Unless that crystal is what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen the opal bracelet yet.
No, we haven't.
No, but we still have to do the slab turn in.
True.
So I think that's it.
Yeah, so opal bracelet we haven't seen. We just got the defense sword, which is a slow sword. I don't think we've seen Vorpal, so At least 2 items still in the pool there, along with the chime. So
Dengwoo testing to see how big his galaxy brain is. Gonna make 3 checks that no one else will check for another 20 minutes if Chime is here. Because there's still all of Ice Cave, there's still all of Volcano.
This could be very good for Dengwoo if this pays out. Very good.
Iron +2, not what we're looking for. Sawney translates his slab, is going to immediately fly, do Cardiography, and head over to Lefane. Guda is going to do some administrative work, get those nuke charges on his ninja, pick up some magic all around the board. Box number 2 for Dengwoo.
We're about to find out what that crystal is.
Yeah, we're going to get a couple checks all together, and there's
there it is.
There's the item. That's what everybody wanted to see right there.
So
A
Guda,
fast hammer, though.
probably going to realize that he's in go mode.
Fast Hammer's neat, but will it make up the time difference for not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Because even Guda will have fast on the
With fast landing in slot 1 level 6, everyone that has a red wizard will do it, or will be able to get it.
yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything that will be here in this last check that will give Dengwoo a significant advantage here, unless it's a really, really nice spike tile. Zombie D's not bad. Be better if it was the 4 of them. That X-Cal +5 so good.
Ooh, we got a nice soft potion.
All right, Rag heading up to Astos as Dengwoo is as well. Looks like they're
Ooh, what Sonny's about to pick up.
all right. There's Sawney's go mode. He doesn't know it.
And Rag also.
Another X-Cal 5.
If only they had brought more fighters.
Guda definitely on his way through to finish up his fiends.
Yep.
Go moding most of every box that's not conveniently placed.
Mm-hmm. Finds
Besides
a
taking Agma, though.
French vanilla Agoma on the Grey Worm tile.
Ooh, these things got some HP.
Mm-hmm. And those Masa -4. I think that might be the biggest difference between Sawney and Guda's parties versus Dengwoo and Rag's parties. The fighters with the X-Cal 5s, while everyone else swinging Masa -4.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be not much of a game changer, but it's definitely going to have an impact.
Now, this is interesting. Dengwoo still doesn't have his canoe. But he hit his go mode.
Well, the canoe is go mode because he has no way to get to carry.
Dang, I
Right.
keep forgetting that. So, yeah.
But if he goes... So he did the...
Yeah, it looks like he's just got to go back to Melman and turn in the herb to the elf doctor.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is all smart routing on Dang's part, not to break out the inner sea, but I guess he could have done that before he came back in to the inner sea. So...
Well,
But
he
no,
had the
didn't have-
adamant.
yeah, he didn't have the herb yet. Yeah. So yeah, no, Dang was. Yeah, I see no fault in Dang logic, which is surprising. Love you, Dangwoo. All right, and Ragnarock cleaning up Marsh. I guess he skipped Marsh because he just immediately went to Earth.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad idea to wait until you have the key.
Yeah. And yep, here comes a little mini Agama grind on Guda to get those levels. Dang. Catching up.
Sure, I like this Agama grind.
Yeah, they're a little chunky.
Yeah, based on
guess
what we're seeing, I'm going to think normal enemies are probably clamped at this point.
If he's wanting to do a party grind, he knows where metal slimes are.
Mm-hmm.
That would definitely be a better party grind at this point.
Yeah, especially with this comp, too. He's going to have plenty of nukes just to throw at those metal slimes and get buku EXP.
And that black belt's going to take even... If he's going 32, at some point, he'd even take probably 2 rounds at least to kill that Agma.
Yeah, the black belt.
Ooh,
Might be.
Does he go back for the heal 2x? No, he doesn't.
So heal 2 minus 1x, is that just a heal X? Is that how this works?
Depends where the
that.
parentheses landed.
PIMDAS. Yes. Uh-oh, Kraken's
Kraken in the fiery volcano.
This Masa -4 is doing nothing.
Oh, boy.
Nukes getting resisted. Versus swinging. Or nuking.
Going down to Nuke Ninja strats. Considers warp.
It's got about 300 damage in.
2 hits, 2 damage on that Mazza.
Goodbye,
Oh, this is
black belt.
starting to look not good.
This is less than ideal. But at least the ninja got the nuke
Oh
off.
my gosh. These nukes are getting resisted hard. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
we
a
know the
spell.
bosses aren't clamped, but it looks like this guy might have rolled a little bit hot.
Oh! Oh no!
The one nuke. does
Oh
not do
no!
Oh,
Oh, it's rough.
commish. The commish bounces hard off the mat as Kraken throws him off the top
Oh,
turnbuckle.
looks like we found our 5th ribbon from the slab translation.
Neat. So Sawney needs to just turn in the crystal. So
Dengwoo doing this whole thing with the TNT.
Yep, so he'll get that, he'll get his canoe, and he'll get airborne here probably within the next 3 or so minutes. Ragnarock finding out there's not much down in the bottom of Marsh Cave himself.
And Sawney's still going to open some boxes. Not sure what Sawney's looking for. I guess he doesn't...
He should have plenty of ribbons.
Yeah.
Well, he has at least 2, I know that.
I wonder if he just forgot about the crystal?
Yeah, could be that. Maybe he's fishing, hoping to see if the defense sword rolled, ruse, which...
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
I think he saw the slow sword, but maybe he's looking for that second shirt.
Or he's looking for a Katana 6 or something.
Could be.
Katana 6.
Another Excal 5. That's the 3rd one we've seen of those, so... A lot of in-game swords in this seed. Dengwoo grabs his bottle and...
Ooh, there's a tile you never want to run into.
No, not at all. But we won't get a look at the chest cluster here, the volcano.
I bet we find another Mazda.
Could be.
So Rag is going to get his chime here from Matoya, and I really hope that he...
Oh, another ribbon. It's ribbon number 6.
Rapier -5.
Doesn't even fool around with that Agama.
Gets his canoe and probably sighs in great frustration if I know Dengwoo, but
Hooray!
People's Champ. So, Ailmarkin, former champ of the Iron Goal, former belt holder. What's at stake here for these runners with the standings?
I mean, that's a great question. So, I think of the 3, I'm sorry, of the 4 people on our screen currently, I believe Dengwoo is the only one ranked at the moment.
I have
So
Ragnarok.
he's. Oh, is it Ragnarock?
Yep.
Okay. So Ragnarock, I believe if he wins, he moves up. I believe it's 1 or 2 positions within the rankings.
I think it's 3.
Is it 3 for a fatal 4-way? I've got to pull up our elaborate rule sheet as written by our big cheese and
Yeah, the commish,
The cheese missioner.
the Guda mission. No, that doesn't work.
So fatal 4-way. So our winner moves up 3 spots. So with 3 of our 4 runners not being ranked, I'm curious to see how that works out. I think they'll be put kind of near the bottom of the pool and move up ahead of those who placed near the bottom of our inaugural just all-for-out brawl that happened last week.
Yeah.
Second place is going to move up 1 spot. Third place moves down 1 spot, and fourth place moves down 3 spots. So,
But then, do you take into consideration decay, and everyone above moves down too?
I mean, at this point, I think that's really a great question for the commissioner. We might have to bring him in here after he gets down Kraken.
So, coming back in with Kraken, he's made some changes. We're going full Invis 2, gonna try to protect our light warriors, but it's important to not cast more than 6 Invises, or we're gonna have to start over because overflow stats is on.
Ooh, that's a thought I didn't have about overflow.
Yep.
Didn't realize it was going to work like that. That's not good.
It's better to overflow with evade than temper, I suppose. As Ragnarok, unfortunately, our first runner into Mirage Sky, is going to lose a significant amount of time here checking these boxes. Oh, we get a Vorpal 3, though.
Yeah,
And a
there's our
fast
last
pass.
loose item.
So he doesn't know that, though.
Sun
Sun
too.
+2. That's real good, also. But
It's
And a
not
buckle.
gonna trump at XCal 5, but it's nice to see for those red mages.
Ooh, it's me on Kraken screen. Thunder comes out.
special guest star.
Guda just showing that XCal 5 to Crack and be like, look, don't make me swing this at you.
Guda trying to defend the fact that mute can be useful, but it's still not hitting.
Just putting his finger slowly up to Kraken's mouth, going shh, shh, shh. And it looks like Kraken's trying to mimic it with his sprite.
Sawney also throwing his luck at Kraken. And looks like Guda got
gets
through.
Excellent work.
Learned a lesson. Now, how nice will Sawney's Kraken be?
And Sonny's at least leading off of those Invis too, so that'll help mitigate, because I think Kraken, from what we've seen so far of the 2 battles, seems to be pretty punch heavy, and then just goes to skills every now and then, so those Invis 2s will pay dividends.
He seems to be resisting nukes a little bit less than he did against Guda too, so those damages are about double and triple of what Guda's nukes were, so he should drop pretty quick.
And XCal 5 did 20 damage with a temper and now has been fasted, but we're going to start dropping lock 2s. And we're going to go Bane.
One Lich goes down, another Lich, or Kraken goes down, another Kraken pops up.
Yeah, back to back to back so far with between Guda, Sonny, and Dengwoo.
Poison Smoke!
Excellent work.
Pretty good use of Poison Smoke. You might not know how good that was, but it did save time for him compared to everybody else.
That's a huge time save for Dengwoo.
As Sonny's going to ice, Sonny, go turn in that crystal,
Oh, poor Sawney.
please.
I like Dengwoo's routing though. He was up on the inner sea. He did his little circle swim paddle with his canoe, got to the volcano. Now he's going to go get that floater, and he's going to jump right into what I assume is going to be into the sea shrine. So,
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do all these checks on bottom Mirage either. I think he's just going to start walking up that tower because he knows he's in go mode. Gonna stop in Crescent Lake for a last minute shopping trip, restock the heals.
Ooh, you guys know what's going to be in here at the end of the Sky Palace?
A required war mech into a carry fight. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
It's exciting. Dengwoo likes to fight robots.
I think, personally speaking, and I'm sure part of our community can agree with this, but I think the worst part of the required war mech flag is never being able to see a second or third or fourth one in your Sky of Destiny. Or I'm sorry, your Bridge of Destiny run.
Yep, that's why he's vanilla in the spring tournament.
I wish heal pots could overflow.
They can. That's how you get end up with A2, A3.
You overhealed your party member. They have now died from your health.
Still gonna do the bottle check here. Not sure what he's hoping to find.
I mean, could be that defense sword still. Because I don't think Deng's seen it yet, so maybe he's still hoping that the defense sword rolled something.
Right, getting our first look at the blue tile. So, Gershark, Wissahag. It's fine. And nothing doing so far here in Ice Cave for Sawney.
Yeah, I think in the that trio of chests up top with the holes, I think we saw an oval gauntlet and a wood shield were the two better items. I mean, the only thing going for Sawney, even with this check, is at least with his levels, most of the enemies he's going to see down here aren't really going to be posing any danger.
Yeah. And Rag continues his full clear of Sky. Flame armor +3 is pretty good for the groups that have a ninja, but
Guess who doesn't?
yeah, and no one else is going to probably grab that chest.
You say that as Guda is full clearing.
Did he clear the first floor though? I can't see Dengwoo full clearing this.
Well, if Dengwoo does not full clear, then Guda is giving Dengwoo the opportunity to come back a little bit more now.
Yeah, Guda
might think his levels are too low, so it's kind of like a walking grind.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's been a while since a mass has popped up. Can we see another? Oh, there's the Opal. Opal 3, too. It's pretty good.
That's real good. We could drop that gold -4.
That's a huge upgrade.
Oh, absolutely.
Chat pointing out that he has 7 ribbons. What else could he need? Peace of mind goes a long way. Can't put a price on peace of mind.
It's starting to sound like a State Farm commercial up in here.
I don't think we've seen a katana yet.
We have not.
Maybe that's what some of these runners are looking for.
I mean, when you've seen 3 Excal +5s and 4 Mosses -4, at that point you're starting to, wedge your bets against not seeing a katana.
Yeah.
Vorpal 3 showed up, which is really good for a katana stand-in.
Yeah, because we're with the randomized treasures like this, we might not see a katana. A lit
2/3.
Lit 2/3 stick.
Along with a fast hammer, so that's the 3rd fast hammer we've seen now.
Wow.
You ever cast Lit 23?
I cast lit for 23 damage. Does that count?
That's exactly right.
And of all the checks, Guda's.
Ooh, I love this flag.
Who did this?
Dengwoo.
I love that you couldn't tell on the entrance. And you just bonk a wall when you go north.
So Guda sees the stairs but doesn't see a clear way to get to it yet.
So, for those unaware, this is one of the options.
Oh, look at that. It's just to the right.
So everyone in the right up camp is going to pay out dividends.
Right
here.
up is going to succeed, yep.
We have a couple different options on what we can do with the sky floor here. This is the maze, and we also have shuffled teleporters where that teleporter can be anywhere on that grid. to Sky Maze, probably the least popular.
I find it fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's a good way to get some levels.
All right, I got a question. Why Guda is still using a Mazda -4 on his black belt? Please drop it.
Yeah, what level's that black belt?
Like 23-ish, yeah.
Yeah, so he's doing normal Masas damage with his fists at this point.
Maybe he's just playing it, really close to the chest. Negative items are cursed. Once you equip it, you can't unequip it.
All right, here's the robot. Could be a setback if you're going in assuming he won't be.
And Dengwoo.
Oh, there you go. It took it off. He puts the Vorpal 3 on the ninja. And down goes the ninja on an ambush.
Goodbye, ninja.
Oh, that hurts. You don't want to be ambushed by Warback.
Surprise.
It's gonna be the worst ambush ever. You walk up to the NPC, you know he's there, and he still punches you in the face before you're ready.
Surprise. Surprise.
What's he gonna do here? Invis? Can't decide. Heal 2? Heal 2? Invis. Guda probably regretting not picking up that heal 2 axe now.
So, gets pretty good turn order there. 9 hits, 374. The Invis is enough to save Rag, but we gotta start praying for turn order here.
And low HP roll.
Temper goes out, Invis 2. We get a deal turn order from the mages.
Punches metal, down it goes. Low HP.
Nice.
Well, did about vanilla HP worth of damage to it.
And Dengwoo also is ambushed by Warmack and has his one ninja punched out, but...
Oh man, this is looking very identical to exactly how it went with Guda.
Yeah, it's almost deja vu here.
It's deja vu all over again. But... he's gonna go full turtle mode here and
I hate it.
Defense up and try to keep Caleb the Knight alive. Respect it, Deng. Or just swing. So this XCal 5.
Oh!
Hit.
The big
Wow.
Boom!
And level 29, is that another swing on the XCal? Is that how that works?
Don't even ask me with the XCal 5. I don't know.
Yeah, once you throw that hit modifier in there, that is kind of... That's Twitch math right there. We don't do that here.
We'll find out right here. We'll see if he does more than 9 hits on this swing. Poison damage comes out.
He got his fast out.
9 for 807. Whew. So XCal 5, the real MVP here.
Oh, absolutely. That sword is paying dividends for Dengwoo right now.
And we got a race. So this Fatal 4-Way started off as an initial challenge between Guda and Dengwoo and slowly grew over the course of the day into what we're seeing now. And so the original competitors in the race kind of pulling ahead a little bit as Sawneyrath is now... Where are you going, Sawny? Did he kill Tia? Did we miss that?
I don't think he did. I think he checked Mirage 1 and 2 and left.
How did he...
Does he doesn't have a cube? Does he think he does have a cube?
Yeah, he's got both Chime and Q. I'm not sure what he could be looking for at this point.
He might think he doesn't have the cube.
This is one of those moments where I know we're doing mid-race interviews. I want to pull him up and talk to him, but also kind of want to let the race.
I mean, getting a cube from the king and not finding a chime for a long time can be something that makes you forget about the cube.
So, Guda, the commish, our first into our short Topher, gonna check these free boxes. I forgot short Topher was on. And we get
There's a ribbon!
And steel armor plus
We have
4.
8 ribbons.
Steel armor plus 4 is real nice.
That's where you put all your team in ponytails, just put one on each side of their head.
And we get the ambush on Lich. And Cake's coming out. Punch from Rag.
He does not want cheesecake.
Ooh, that's some high absorb on Lich.
Fast hammers and Cake some more. Any questions about these flags can be directed to Dengwoo at the end of the race. There we go. Now Rag's punching 11 hits 328. Cakes just aren't landing. But there it is.
You go.
So it took 6 slices of cake to get that Lich down.
Dang gonna open some boxes. He's gonna get another ribbon, and
Ooh. Looks like the left side's the easy path.
that steel +4 feels real good. I don't think the ninja can equip it, but it's a nice alternative. But left side, best side is it's Lich and carry.
She opens up with nuclear, so maybe not as easy as I was thinking.
Yeah, made my eye twitch.
Yeah, let's see what she's going to follow that nuclear up with.
Ooh. Little Lit 2 chip. Big nuke hit.
Lots of absorb on the carry. 12 hits for 196 off that master.
Lots of HP on carry. That's well over 1,300 damage, and she's still standing.
And Dango's left side too gets Cake.
Ooh,
gets
Swirl
Lich.
takes out nearly everybody. 63 damage takes carry down, though.
Time for Big Cheese to 2-man the alt final boss. Wonder what he's hoping it is at this point. He's
What
not
is
healing.
happening?
Oh no.
Oh, he could have technically had a chance there,
So
but probably not.
I mean, I'm sure that ninja would have had nuke on it, so that would have cleared out all the garlands. Just would have depended on what chaos had.
Maybe not a terrible play, but it could be the one that cost him the race.
and that X count +5 is putting in work for Dengwoo. He's having a much cleaner carry and Lich fight here.
Oh my, that X cal is hitting so hard.
Yeah, and I think that was only after 2 tempers, so he's not going to be resetting after this. He's going to manipulate his party position a little bit, and he's going to pull the wonderful Garland and friends. So
I like the plays he's doing here. 2 nukes.
I agree.
Garland was slow.
all right, so Garland's got a script. It's not as nasty as the script that we saw the other day, Thunder, but it's
Not yet.
Not yet. But gets the good turn order. Nuke's going to come in and reveal chaos, and it's
This is bottom middle.
the chaotic or the neutral
Yeah,
evil.
that's a
chaos.
chaotic neutral.
And we're going full on buffing, tempering, and locking. So chaos
I like the play here.
isn't punching too hard. 6 hits 488. That X-Cal is going to do work here. We got 2 tempers in post swing. We're going to get 2 more in. And here they come. Another temper. Punching out Danny.
Ooh,
Another
by
temper.
1 HP.
Yeah.
Is that 5 hits 900 damage?
Yeah, might want to throw some locks, but he doesn't care. No, it's enough damage.
Yeah. And now we're throwing some nukes out there. Looks like Guda pulling the Garland and friends. Gonna do another temper. We're gonna swing. Nuke 394.
Huge roll. Wow.
Oh, the big
44.
X-Cal hit.
Wow.
Dengwoo wins.
G Dengwoo, winner of the first ever Fatal 4-Way. I'm gonna pull him up in here. GG Dengwoo.
Good job, Mr. Wu.
Oh, thanks everybody. Oh,
Is your new favorite sword the X-Cal 5?
yeah. The thing did work on Warmech that saved my butt. Oh my.
Thing was
I
hitting
think-
hard.
I think your biggest time save was the Bane on Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
So GG on using the dang strats on this seed, man.
Thanks.
And your routing early was pretty impressive too. After you got out of Sea Shrine and you sat there and did all of the inner sea turn-ins and then went out and did your turn-in over at the Elf Prince or the Elf Doctor who was hiding in Melman. That was a nice routing decision on your part as well.
Yeah, it was like one of the decisions. I was like, do we do this or not? And then like after I did that, I was like, okay, where do I want to go after that? I mean,
Pause you for a second, Dengwoo, as Guda is taking on the Chaos Pack now. He's getting the Invises out. He's wiped out all the Garlands. He's down to just Chaos. Punching with the Black Belt. Not doing too much. 2 hits, 101. He doesn't have an X-Cal 5 because he's rocking Ninja and double Red Wizard. The Vorpal 3 hits, 122. We got to fast up and temper that Ninja before something rolls out of Chaos's spellbook.
And while Good is working on Chaos, Sonny downs his Warmech.
All right, so Sonny's about to join the Temple of Fiends, get that ribbon 1. That'll be like the 8th ribbon this seed. We're throwing more locks out. We're going to swing, and we're going to fast the Black Belt. So we're just melting away that evade because we need to. 6 hits, 182. Stun comes out, so Chaos has got spells. So now we got to step on that gas pedal a little bit harder. And we're switching strats. We're going to start tempering up the Black Belt. He's now doing 10 hits, 215. 8 hits, 198 from the Vorpal. Tempering up Rag, the Black, or the Master, really. And tempering up the Ninja. So we're splitting, diversifying our bonds here. That's 10 hits, 70 damage. Eesh. Double tempers onto the Black Belt. 8 hits, 209 from the Vorpal. Chaos is just punching and missing. Big punch, 12 hits, 749. Another 4 hits, 230. And now come the tempers. You hate to see that kind of turn order. More tempers. Another, all tempers. Swinging and swinging. 9 hits, 852 will do it. The commish finishes in second place. GG Guda. We're going to grab him, pull him up.
Whew. Interesting parties we got here. What Rag went? What is that? Fighter, double black, red.
Mm-hmm.
We got a thief, rainbow on Sonny's side,
and we got a commissioner, Commissioner Guda McMahon.
Gentlemen, how are you doing?
All right. Sawneyrath in Temple of Fiends also went left side first. Finds carry, finds that first turn nuclear. But didn't find it on the first turn like Guda did.
Every time, man, every time.
Backed up by a bad turn order swirl.
Oh, of course it is.
10 hits with that Vorpal will take down Carry, and Sawney makes his approach too. So unfortunately, Ragnarock failing to check that adamant has cost him a significant amount of time here as he's still full clearing Sky.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ragnarock forgot about the adamant and has sort of been full clearing everything since. But here we go. Garland and friends. Ale, you want to call this one, buddy?
We lost Ale Markin.
Ale Markin, wake up. Thunder, call it, man.
Alright, I'll take over. It looks like we're going to get a fast out on the Ninja. Ninja gets smacked. 3 hits, 275. Not good. Fast hits on the Ninja. Ninja's going to throw out another swing. We got what? We're going to Invis, Temper. Oh, it looks like Lock 2 strats. Hoping that Garland doesn't get, or Chaos doesn't get 2 punched. Fire 3 comes out, does a little chip damage. Thief's Ninja's still going at 115 HP. Not very much. Ooh, 5 hits, no crits. Ooh, both Light Warriors down to some dangerous HP levels here. Red Wizard down 35. Down goes the Ninja to 3 hits, 251 damage. Temper on nothing. And swept by Chaos.
So have we come to the consensus whether or not the enemies had to have been clamped, right?
Yeah, the enemies had to have been clamped. There's no way that they were not.
There was some nasty sea trolls I wiped too because they had like 700 HP.
How about those scorpions that hit for 3 hits in frickin' Marsh Cave? Didn't see 'em. Did you?
Well, no, I had 2 thieves, so I just ran away from everything.
You went thief?
I went thief, fighter black.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I ran through most of them, and then I dinged them off for a while, and then I brought them back once my fighter black mage was level 22.
Nice.
I like how you used danged and not damned. I appreciate that.
100%.
Know how many ribbons were in this game?
At least 3.
74. As Sawneyrath is on carry 2 for the second time. Knows what to expect. gets a little bit better turn order. Doesn't see that nuclear, but sees Zap. Good thing we got
what?
48.
Nobody likes Zap. Nobody ever likes the Zap.
Speaking of Zap,
Nobody likes the spell Zap.
I like spell Zap.
oh man, Ragnarock doesn't know that all he has to do is go right.
Yeah, it's
That-
unfortunate. The Sky Maze, we were talking about it definitely rewards the different mentalities within the community, like which way you go on the teleporter floor. If you're a person that goes right, hey, you're golden because it's right there.
Yep. I'm an up guy myself.
I'm a left guy, so I'd probably be in Ragnarock's shoes here, just kind of derping around. But Sawneyrath on cast for the second time. We're not going to mess around. We're going to throw some Invis 2s out. We're going to throw some nukes. We're going to get decent turn order. We're not ambushed by Garland and friends, so that's nice. Slow's coming out. We should be good here. All the ribbons in the world will protect us with that fixed battle RNG. So if something nasty does happen, it's even worse. Slow is continuing just to slow this fight down more than have any effect in combat. And nukes are going to come out, clear out the Garlands, reveal Chaos to be true neutral. Gotta love it. Punching and missing already. Nukes are coming out 191. We know this Chaos has a good amount of health, so it may not be clamped, but definitely rolled high. So we're going to need all the tempers and Octus that we can muster. And now we're going to start buffing up Thief, aptly named Th. So Th's getting tempered. Block 2s. Wum is switched to, it looks like chip damage with the Ice 3 plus 3 stick, the Ice stick. We're going to keep swinging, we're going to keep block 2ing, we're going to keep invising, we're going to make sure that we don't cast one too many invises, because we don't want to overflow the invis and wrap back around. And there's the lock 2. Now, you can't underflow, so you can't cast too many lock 2s and send them back to max evade, so that's nice at least.
The amount of lock 2s he would have to do to get under min evade.
We were talking about overflowing or underflowing absorb by equipping a bunch of negative gear. And nukes are going to keep coming out. Chaos with the fire 3, doing the chip damage himself. We're going to keep swinging. We're going to switch to nuke, and we're going to wait, and we're going to nuke. Nuke goes out for 114. Massa 4, 3 hits, 212. Another nuke, 236, takes it down. Sawneyrath finishes with an official for bot time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, 28 seconds. And I'm going to pull him up. GG, Sawneyrath.
Moral of the... Don't do this after eating almost 11 hours ago.
You hungry?
Why wait?
There's cake at level 1, man.
Oh, I knew.
You didn't get any cake in the break room?
Nope.
Dengwoo brought it for everybody with these flags.
4 runners ambushed by Warmech.
I think he had 100% ambush rate.
I think so, yeah.
That was terrifying, though. I was like, "Oh no!" And he one-shot my
was
top.
hilarious.
And I was like, "Oh."
I saw it and I was like,
ambush dead ninja.
Yep. Ambush
saw
and ninja.
I saw it and I was like, because he went after my black wizard and I was like, I'm fine. I got this.
Unfortunately for Ragnarock, he just now killed Lich. He's going to kill Carrie here at the top of the Sky Tower, but still hasn't found that canoe, has the adamant, hasn't started that chain, and so this is only his second orb lighting, so has really been kind of struggling here, and it's unfortunate, to see, but been kind of rooting for him. Because he did some early stuff differently. He went to Earth Cave early and was grinding on those metal slimes, and he's rewarded with the blue stake. And so we thought it would pay off for him because he got the levels, got the early promotion. Flood learning life too. Just mismenued a bit to check to see if his red wizard could pick it up, but he's making some interesting plays that could have paid out for him, but failing to turn in that adamant is really kind of biting him right now.
Yeah, and that's even a little bit of a fetch quest, so he'll still have some walking around to do before he gets that canoe and can actually turn in that floater that he picked up down in the sea.
Yeah.
And it should be noted, Ragnarock's a pretty new player. Boating down into this area is not a fun endeavor, ever.
Yeah.
And getting out of there is even more annoying because you're like, oh, look, I'm right here by Provoca, and then you're on top of the southern continent. You're like, where are my docks?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's gonna... Yep, he's found Onrak. So he's gonna circle back, and he's gonna go do C.
I think he's already cleared C. I think he's probably swinging up here just to revive people, potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have a full-fledged track tonight. Dark Moon's been tracking as best as he can while he's doing restream, so definitely appreciate you doing that, Dark Moon.
Yeah, these vanilla enemies that are clamped are no joke. Even at 250, they hit hard. They had a lot of XP, and I was really sad that I brought a black belt. I'm really glad that I had him danned most of the time.
How dare you say Dan? No,
Because I would not feed into your self-deprecating culture, Dengwoo.
I have never used so many heal potions.
Oh my gosh, right?
Because I didn't have a white mage.
Me neither. So all the cure spells were gone basically, unless we picked up Cure 3, which shared
Cure 2.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick up either of those because who needs cure spells?
I mean, I picked it up on my night, but whoopee.
And then I went to Earth Cave with 12 heal pots, and I went, well, this is going to turn out badly. Sure enough, it did. And
So I do want to make a quick note of something. When you saw the A button just getting absolutely destroyed on my screen, that's actually my mashing speed.
Wait, why were you mashing the button?
Because we had auto arrange inventory on. Heal pots were in the first slot. My ninja was taking most of the hits. So you'd see me drop down to like next to no HP, and then like maybe 5-10 seconds later, oh hey, he's back at max after menuing.
By the way, auto sort messed me up so much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate auto sort.
I mean, I like it. It was. I mean, I'm indifferent towards it, but it was so tilting. I kept tilting myself because I kept looking up with all my key items, and then whenever I looked at my potions, I was looking down, and I'm like, slab. That's not a potion.
I wonder if the auto sort is throwing Ragnarock off because he's not used to seeing his key items at the bottom of the screen, so he might not be aware that he has the adamant. He might have forgot.
Yeah,
that threw me off because I forgot I had cube.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was when you started checking a lot of places.
I looked around and I was like, all right, I know I just picked up floater. Where is it in my inventory?
Yeah.
Or bottle, when I had to click the bottle, and it was like the very bottom freaking row, and I'm like, why is the bottle down here? This isn't in its place.
Yeah, it's definitely an unconventional flag. I mean, I think a lot of us have been running these particular flags for a good while now, and we're used to, up an A or upright A or whatever for heal pots, and we're just used to just going in and mashing A for.
And he unequips the unequips the XCal 5, and Ragnarock is forfeited from the race. GG, Ragnarock. It's unfortunate, but you didn't miss a box. You missed the adamant turn in. It's pretty brutal, man. So, but this was our first Fatal 4-Way. I'm sure it won't be our last. Guda, how's this ranking gonna work?
I'm gonna have to go to the list, and I'm gonna have to see. Likely, it's going to be Dengwoo moves up a bunch from unranked. I move up a little bit from unranked, and Sawneyrath gets ranked, and Ragnarock goes down a little bit. But I'll have to consult the document as well as consult my brain trust, because we've got some potential new ways of doing rankings.
Okay, so he doesn't have the adamant.
What?
I think he missed the old man when he was
Yeah, I
doing
remember him
round.
going.
He probably
to the
did.
old men
Yeah.
after Lich, but he didn't talk to every single one, and he warped out without getting it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There was tri-state
Tri-state old men, tri-state.
No, he actually did go after Lich, but for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
he talked to like 6 of them, and then he thought, I don't know what he thought, but he just left.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of. But
Yeah, because the tri-states made me go to Earth instantly. I'm like, well, we got to go to Earth because that opens up Sarda and the Sages if you full clear it, and we had early Rod.
yeah,
That's rough.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things that I know people are not a fan of. The confused old men for that purpose. It gets kind of just like they're confused. We get confused, walking around trying to talk to everybody. Say, okay, are you the guy with the item? Okay, are you the guy with the item? And then you couple that with the tri-state early Sages item, and you're just really kind of scratching your head at that point.
yeah.
And you couple, like, triple that with a whole bunch of random items that you can get, including a bunch of caster, or at least one caster item that was going to be a random thing, since Item Magic was on, and yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's one of those things that you pick up over time, and
Yeah.
still a strong showing from Ragnarock. He had a great start to the seed, and I'm sure he'll do well in future Iron Goal matches as well as the spring tournament. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just one of those learning moments. You know, as a newer runner, it's kind of the equivalent of walking up the Mirage 3 and not being able to walk on the teleporter, or that first time you go to Lefane and you get Lupa. It's kind of this right up the same alley. It's hey, confused old men makes us confused too. You just got to be really diligent in checking them and make sure. Okay, let me make sure I talk to each of you people in turn.
yeah. Well,
And one thing I learned today, before you guys cut off, copper +3 is almost as good as gold -4.
but
no,
It was copper plus
copper
5
plus
and gold
5,
minus
yeah.
4.
Yep,
chain
they're almost-
5.
almost
It's,
chain 5. I think I ended the game with chain 5.
Yeah, chain 5 is real good, and
Chain 5.
XCal 5 is remarkable.
Yeah, we figured out that chain 5 is better than gold -4.
Yeah, and Vorpal 3 did some work.
Yeah, I
I
think the-
actually didn't use Vorpal 3 because I forgot I had it.
XL 5 was doing so much damage.
Gosh, I wish at that point I had a night when I found 3 XCal 5s.
yeah.
Why
Yeah,
have
I
one
think
when
we
you
made
could
the
have had
comment
3?
about Yeah, exactly. I think we made the comment after the second FCal. I was like, wow, I bet our runners wish they brought more knights with them.
Yeah,
So with that, I'm gonna pass the mic around for final thoughts so we can get out of here. So Dark Moon, our wonderful restreamer, and go to bed. We can all go to bed. We can wrap this up. So our first place finisher, Dengwoo. Final thoughts, man.
It was a lot of fun, Got to watch the championship match last night. It got me excited to do it. Dark Moon, thank you. Caleb, Team Alb, thank you guys for. Oh, Caleb. Well, it's
Oh no,
Alb.
we're putting my name first now.
That's right. It's Alb.
Okay. Well, just like
Caleb.
It's Aleb. No, thanks a lot, and thanks for making this a 4-way. And I'm so glad that I did overflow because I didn't know what the heck that was. So it was great. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Our second place finisher, the commish, Guda McMahon.
I just want to thank everybody. This was a lot of fun. This was the first ever Iron Goal Fatal 4-way, and I think it was fantastic. And when we put this whole thing together, I was not thinking there was going to be this much interest in getting like your random regular like Monday night races restreamed, and it's been pretty good. Like the After Dark thing is kind of mixed in with the Iron Goal a little bit, where we get the backgrounds, we get the regular restreamers on the regular channels, on people's channels. So thank you, Dark Moon. This was great of you to put this on. I know you're tired, so I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you, everybody.
All right. And Sawneyrath.
Yeah, brother. No. There's the joke out of the way. So first off, price overflow or wrap overflow. A lot of fun. Second, ambushing Warmag. Scary, not as scary as I thought it would be. Third, highly recommended. Make sure you eat before you do something like this, because I know that's exactly what caused me to make the mistake that I did, was not eating. Otherwise, this was a ton of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to more of these in the future.
My co-coms, Thunder, Ale. Thunder, you're technically in number one contender territory of the Iron Goal. Final thoughts, man.
This was fun. Really shows that there's a lot more diversity in the randomizer that you don't always get to see. There's so many options that never really make it to showcases on the regular streams. So these matches that these runners put together, the flags themselves, and kind of do silly races most of the time, these are going to be fun for you to watch if you like these. Keep your eye out for the restream in the evenings. And I'll have myself a championship match next Sunday at, I believe we're starting at 10 EST against Spellzap. So if you want to see the champ go down, go ahead and tune in for that.
Shots fired, Spellzap. Ale, my co-op teammate.
Yeah, I mean, just echoing a lot of what Thunder said. My big takeaway from the Fatal 4-Way and the last couple matches of the IRONGOL Heavyweight Championship bouts that we've been doing is, I think it helps showcase that the randomizer is not really a one-trick pony, because for the next 2.5-ish months starting in March, we're going to be seeing pretty much the same flags until they're burned into our memories. And I think this is a way to show, there's not more than there is more than one way to run these particular, randomizers. You can tweak it, you can make it your own, you can put any kind of level of silliness you want on it, and you can have fun with it. So,
Absolutely, that's the name of the game with this Iron Goal tournament. Is just for fun, man. There's a lot of wild stuff we're going to be seeing over the next few weeks as things ramp up. But we also, I want to remind folks, especially the folks watching on YouTube, we've got spring tournament signups are open, so make sure you find us on the Discord. Sign up for spring tournament if you're out there watching this. Want to get in here and race with these fine runners? It's that easy. Just join the Discord and start just pinging folks. Just like, hey, Sawneyrath, at Sawneyrath, race me, 1v1 me, bro. Teach me how to play this game. There's more than enough people running around that are willing and able to teach you how to play this game, how to strategize, how to figure out how to decode the flags. It's a ton of fun. We'll get you up to speed in no time. And I'm excited. There's a lot of these Iron Goal matches coming up. I think Gregley Puff and I have an early morning Saturday race at 8 a.m. I don't know if that one's getting restreamed, but Ailmark and you're taking on Lord Fizzlebeef. That's going to be fun. I don't think that's going to happen at some point over the weekend. Lots of fun little one-off matches. And tomorrow with the weekly race at 9 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming, we're going to have a fun set of kind of more basic flags, a little more vanilla. And then following that, we're going to see Dark Moon racing Will Bloodworth in a solo black belt Iron Goal match. So if you suffer from insomnia or you're going to be up all night, that's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a fun one. It's definitely a VOD I'm going to watch.
It's going to be an interesting one. I think Will Bloodworth set it up so that the most of the items are loose at this point, so it could take forever, or the first couple dungeons could have everything, and then it's just grind your black belt and go. So we get to see how that works out.
Absolutely, Dark Moon creeping out the closet to share his thoughts on the upcoming race tomorrow night, and then Thursday night on Randomania, our weekly race, it's going to be me and Fizzle in the booth as folks are going to be running some flags that I came up with that are just nightmare scenario with just, I hope you like Tri-State, so it's going to be fun. Woo! Yeah. And then last but not least, Iron Goal will be coming to Speed Gaming soon, so we got all kinds of fun stuff coming, so look forward to anybody out there watching joining the Discord, and hope to see you guys around. But
yeah, and one last thing too, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, Caleb, but we have our former and our current Duckling Supreme facing off this Friday.
Oh, right. The commish is taking on Groggy Dog. The Duckling Supreme Battle Royale Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
And this is going to be one of those flag sets that gets burned into your skull because it's spring tournament flags. So anybody who hasn't gotten a chance to see what the spring tournament flags are, tune in Friday.
You could be seeing a preview of a round one Swiss matchup between Guda and Groggy. So.
Oh, come on, it's the Ducklings. You guys aren't going to run the Platypus Hell Seeds? Come on.
All right. And with that, I'm tired. I know everybody else is tired. We're going to get out of here. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
And with that, I will take you out. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Thank you for watching this Final Fantasy After Dark IRONGOL presentation. If you haven't already, make sure to follow your runners, follow the crew behind the scenes, check out FinalFantasyRandomizer.com for all the great Final Fantasy Randomizer action, and we will see you next time.